hey there YouTube, Space Kangaroo coming at you with another video. Sorry I haven't uploaded since my Fun Fact Friday, because like I said in my Fun Fact Friday, I was sick. And I didn't think that video was good at all. I think that was a pretty bad video, my Fun Fact Friday. But I kind of went with it because I didn't want to miss another Fun Fact Friday. But again, before I get this video started, no one put in the comment section below for the next Fun Fact Friday. So, in this video, put in the comment section below, Fun Fact Friday, blank, and Top 10 Tuesday, blank. I mean, I forgot to say it in the last Fun Fact Friday, but I mean, you guys should know. But just please do it, anybody, because I know my friend over here, Christian White, who again got chosen today for his Top 10 Tuesday subject. I like him. He keeps, he's very active on my channel, and I want some more of you to be, so I want, more people besides. I really like him, but it can't be him every single time. So you guys please do something in the comment section below. But yeah, so let's get into the video. Alright. The Fitzpatrick say, the Space Kangaroo is a sexy beast. Oops, sorry, it's not a Top 10 Tuesday subject. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on that, accidentally touched that. I want to put it in there. I don't know how that got in there. Oh, well, I guess we got onto the real topic. Alright, Christian White says, top 10 favorite shows. So that's what we'll be doing today. My top 10 favorite television shows. Alright, so I'm gonna, after each show, if you don't know what the show is about, I'm just gonna explain it a little too. So, number 10 is Undercover Boss. Now, if you don't know what Undercover Boss is, basically, it's where the head, like the CEO or like the president of a company or some higher ranked person, it's not always like the CEO, but most of the time it is. They go down into like their main stores, like I'm pretty sure like Chick-fil-A did one, and other companies that want to know more about their company just from the actual workers. Because I mean, if they went there in their big suits and they knew the workers make everything fine, but if they go there as if they're just a normal person, everything's different. Like I remember one time, I don't remember what company it was for. I think it was for it wasn't for Sports Authority. I don't know. It was for some store. This one dude asked his boss. He didn't know it was his boss. He's like, "Hey man, I can get some nice weed around here," or something like that. It was like the people you'll see on the show, and they're pretty interesting. Like one guy was like, "Oh my god, I hate my job. Like literally hate everybody." Oh my god, people can be so ignorant sometimes. You don't like your job. You don't need to do your job. I mean, I guess you do need the money, but still. Alright, number 9 is America's Got Talent. Now, if you don't live in America, you might not know what the show is, but basically it's just a huge talent show. And some of the talents that go up there are hilarious. Some make no sense, and some are just amazing. You never know what you will see when you watch an episode of America's Got Talent. Alright. Number 8 is Pawn Stars. Now, Pawn Stars is hilarious. I love Chumlee. Chumlee's well, actually, they're all kind of fat. But Chumlee is like my favorite out of all of them. He's like hilarious. So yeah. And then there's like Rick, who's like the boss, and he's just so like serious and stuff sometimes. And there's some Corey, I'm pretty sure is his son's name. And he's just kind of like he's pretty chill. And the old man's he just sits all day, and sometimes get up and do his job. But I mean, that's a good show. I never thought a show about a pawn shop would be that entertaining, but it is. Right. Number 7 is SpongeBob. SpongeBob is amazing. You know what? You might say SpongeBob is a kiddie show. I still watch it today. SpongeBob, it's amazing. I mean, it's just a sponge who lives underwater, and it's not even like funny. It's just entertaining. I don't know why. It's one of those shows where I can watch the same episode over again. And a lot of shows I can't watch the same episode twice, but just one of those shows. I don't know why it's so entertaining. It just is. But alright, number 6 is Hawaii Five-0. If you don't know what Hawaii Five-0 is, basically it's like a crime show It's set in Hawaii, and it's pretty good. I mean, that's why it's on my list. I mean, there's McGarrett. He's like the main cop. He's like the one that has like unrealistic human abilities where he can stop baddies, you know, quite easily and chase him down, and always somehow lives. I mean, he's been shot before. I saw an episode he was shot, but you know, he lived because he happened to have a ballistic proof vest on. But I mean, he's a cop, so they have that stuff. And it's just a good show. Just feel like, you know, plot twists, and it keeps you entertained. Every episode is like something new, and it's in Hawaii, which makes it even better. Right, number 5 is The Middle. If you don't know what The Middle is, it's about this like this family who lives like in the middle of America, and they don't have a lot of money, and they're trying to get through life. And it's a comedy, like it's a sitcom or comedy or whatever you can call it, on ABC, and it's pretty funny sometimes. Seeing the kids, you know, through their life. There's like Axel, Brick, Sue, there's Mr. and Mrs. Heck, and you know, they're just trying to get through life, and it's a pretty funny show. I mean, it's on, if you have a Hulu Plus account, it's on Hulu Plus, you can go watch it there. It's a very entertaining show. Alright, now number 4, I think, is a show that you've never probably seen before, but number 4 is the show Capture. It's on the CW. I don't know how many people watch the CW. I think the CW has a few very good shows, and a few not so good shows. But Capture, basically, it's like a huge game of tag, almost. So basically what happens in Capture is you, there's a team, there's like, I don't remember how many teams there are, but there's, how many teams are there? There's like 10, maybe 12 teams of 2. And they're all fighting to compete for $250,000. So basically, you what happens is one team at the beginning of every episode is chosen to be like the hunters, almost. Then all the other teams have to escape from them, and they run around with these like little things that they need to stick to the people they're hunting after, and they have this like huge open area in the middle of some forest to you know, to run around and everything. So basically, they need to at least capture. They have 2 days to do it. I think it's 12 hours each day, or 6 hours. I think it's 6 hours actually. I think it's 6 hours. To go and capture 2 teams. So once those 2 teams, if they are captured, they go up to be chosen to. One team is voted to kicked off the show, and the other team, you know, they move on to the next round. But if, say the people who are hunting after the other team, say they only catch one team, that the hunters and the team that I caught are voted to be eliminated. And so they catch no teams, they're automatically eliminated in that, you know, slot. And the first season, they've only had 1 season so far. I hope they have a second, because I'm not even sure. In the first season, there were these 2 little British girls, and I didn't expect them to get very far, but they got to the very last episode. And, I mean, no one really expected them to win, because the other 2, they were like 2 really young, you know, kids on the other team. No one really expected them to win, but they got a lot farther, because they were really sneaky. And in the show, if you stop moving for 5 minutes, you'll appear, they have a little like radar on their wrist, the hunters, you'll appear on their radar, and they can go find you. Alright, but that's Capture, number 4. Alright, now number 3 is The 100. Now The 100 is also on the CW, and this show is amazing. I couldn't decide between this one being number 2 or number 3. I put this one in 3 just because there's only been 1 season so far, but yes, there will be another season. This show is amazing. So I heard that it was based off of a book. Basically, this show is about this, these people, and they live on the Ark. They live on the Ark because the human race has been like annihilated on Earth from a huge nuclear war, and 12 different space stations came together to make the Ark. And the Ark are the last humans. Now they aren't the last humans. That's what they thought. That's where the last humans, in quotation marks, supposedly lived. But they're low on air, right? They're gonna start losing air on the Ark, and they're either gonna die up there, or or they're gonna have to go down to Earth after 97 years not on Earth. So they send down 100. This is why it's called 100. They send out 100 like prisoners that are under the age of 18. Because if you're above the age of 18 and you're a prisoner, you're like killed. It's called floating, but you're just sent out into space and you die. But I don't know what they do with the kids after they turn 18. I don't know if they told you that or not. But all the kids that are 18 or under, they choose 100 of them to go down to Earth. So they send them down in these little pods, and when they open the doors, they have no clue what's going to happen, and they find that Earth is habitable, and there's like, a lot of conflict and stuff on the ground, but I don't have much more time to talk about this show, but it's amazing. The whole first season is on Hulu Plus. If you have a Hulu Plus account, go watch this show. But if you don't have a Hulu Plus account, go get a Hulu Plus account and watch the show. This show, amazing. Absolutely amazing, and it will have a second season, which I'm psyched about. And speaking of being psyched about it, number 2 is the show Psych. This show is amazing. Now the thing is, it's over now. 8 seasons of amazingness. I saw every episode. It was amazing. It was really hard to make this one number 2 and the 100 number 3, like, decide about this one, but just because this one like was longer and I got to experience it more, that's why I put it at number 2. This show was amazing. It was hilarious. A lot of different conflicts between characters. I mean, the plot, it was just it was like a crime show and a comedy mixed together. It was just, but the musical, if you said the Psych, the musical, that was different. That's like something I just never expected. But that's number 2, Psych. I don't have a lot of time, so I gotta do these last ones fast, because I've talked about some of these for a long time. Alright, now number 1 is The Amazing Race. The Amazing Race, first 20 seasons are on Hulu Plus if you want to see them. The Amazing Race is amazing. Like it says in the title, there's like, it's a race around the world for $1 million. But we're getting to the end. Leave in the comment section below for the next Fun Fact Friday. This is the Space Kangaroo hopping away. Sorry if this video wasn't the best, but bye-bye!